This is Mitch Bolo for Indigenous Insights. Welcome to the candidate interviews for the KBIC elections 2021. In the studio with us, we have Chris Loonsfoot. Chris, welcome.
Hey, thank you for having me.
All right, so here's the rundown. I've collected a pool of questions from the KBIC tribal members' Facebook groups. I've written the questions onto these cards. I've shuffled the cards. I'll ask a question, you answer, we move on to the next question. Sound good?
That sounds good to me.
All right, so these are straight shot videos with no editing. This camera right here shoots in 10-minute segments, so we'll have to reset once in a while.
All right.
Other than that, don't talk about other people in a negative light. Let's keep it as positive possible. Sound good?
Absolutely.
All right, so could you please introduce yourself?
I'm Chris Loonsfoot, son of Charles and Olivia Loonsfoot. I'm a father of two. I guess I'm the nephew of my uncle Rodney Loonsfoot and the grandson of Charles Loonsfoot Sr. I've been a corrections officer for 14 years in the community and basketball coach. I've always been involved in sports. Bowling. I'm always here. You know, if kids want to learn basketball, bowling of any type, if I can help, I always do.
All right, you ready for the questions?
I'm ready, man.
All right, this first one is from Dale J. Shelifo. What does your vision of prosperity for our tribe look like? Are we already there? If not, why not?
We ain't there. I don't think we're close. I think we need to do a lot better overall. Over the things I've seen, it's the reason why I'm running for council. I think I can do better. I'm not saying it to be cocky. I'm just being straight up. From what I've seen, I think I can do better. Are there people that could do better than me out there? Absolutely. I mean, sure. But they're not running, so I want to see some change. I'm here, you know. I'm here to bring some change. So that's why I'm running. That's what I got for you, man.
So what does your vision of prosperity for our tribe look like? What do you envision?
What do I envision for the tribe, like where we're going to go? Is that what you mean? I would like to see us be self-sufficient, and what I mean by that is we should be per cap by now. I think we should be getting a couple $100 a month. Everybody on this reservation should be getting that. We've been a tribe for how long now? I mean, everybody around us is getting help from their tribe, make life a little easier. That's why I'm running. I want to see our people have life a little bit easier. So you're getting a couple $100 a month. That'll go a long way for people. Not these one lump sums where people get the ball out. You know, you get to, what do they call it, hood rich, in those terms. That doesn't do as good for people as a steady flow of smaller amounts. Give people enough that they can almost cover rent. I mean, that type of stuff that'll keep people from stressing. We don't want people stressed out. We don't want people resorting to criminal activities to make ends meet. Pretty much we got to do what we got to do, you know. So I'd like to see us, I guess, running our businesses and collecting our money from these businesses and not so much reaching out to other people and letting them get their grippers on us, because we all know people like to get down on the tribe and try to squeeze us for as much as they can and overcharge and everything else. We need to be self-sufficient, stop wasting money, and start investing in our own people, pay our people more, higher wages. You raise the wage, you're going to see more people come out and work. You treat employees good. Let them have an opinion on the council. That was one of the biggest things that bothered me, was when I hear that somebody is not happy with what the council has done and they get punished for it at their job. That's wrong. You should be allowed to have an opinion, because you're allowed. What amendment? First Amendment? You're allowed to.
Yeah, one of those amendments.
Freedom
really?
of speech. I mean, come on. You shouldn't be afraid at your job. So I want to see things get better for our people. We need to relieve the stress. You know, we already have the health issues that come along with being Native American, with the diabetes. We need to make life easier for everybody. So whatever we can do, we need to do it.
Very good. This next one comes from Rachel Brady. She says, I would say it'd be great to hear from candidates about how they will implement changes on things like term restrictions, blood quantum, and off-res voting. So we can break that down. First up would be term restrictions or term limits. What's your opinion on that?
My opinion on it, it's whatever the people want, If that's what people voted on and wanted, then we need to stand by it. It's what the people want. It's not, well, we don't like what they decided, so let's bring it into a closed meeting and change it because it'll benefit us in here. No, council, you work for the people. The people don't work for you, so it's what the people want. So that's what I'm here to help deliver, is what the people want.
Next up is blood quantum. What's your opinion on blood quantum?
Again, what the people want. If they want to lower that quantum, is that going to bring us more money from the feds? If that's what happens, I mean, something to think about, I'm not opposed to it, but I'm not here for any personal gain whatsoever, so it's whatever the people want. My kids aren't tribal. They're just under the line. I mean, it is what it is, It's just how it happens. So if the people don't want that, then they don't want that. I'm not here to push anything for my personal gain. So
what about off-res voting?
Off-res voting, that's another one. It's what the people want. If I know people say it takes a lot of work to go through the legislature and everything else. If the people want it in this reservation, then we need to put in the work. Just because it sounds like a lot of work, it's what you signed up for when you got on the council. So we got to do what our people want.
This one's from Peg Hellier, and she is the representative of the Off-Res Members Group, which is a group on Facebook. How do you feel about instituting a formal way for tribal members to submit questions to the council? In your view, how could this happen?
I think people should be able to access the council fairly easy, and I guess with COVID, you could probably have some type of Zoom. I see, with the off-res members getting pretty organized here, you could have, PEG or whoever the representative be in a Zoom meeting with the council as well. Just have her sit in. If they have questions, then they can ask her as well. But to be able to at least sit in and hear some things, because it's kind of tough.
This next one is from Ariel Gujan. How familiar are you with our Constitution, laws, and the Treaty of 1842?
I'm not too familiar with that, so I'm not here to feed you any lines of anything. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm here because I want to learn. I want to learn everything. I'm willing to put in the time to learn.
Another one from Peg Hellier, Off-Res Members Group. What is one thing you want us to know about you?
I'm dedicated to you. I mean, I'm dedicated to the people, and to see that the people get what they want, what they're looking for out of our tribe. So I'm going to give you everything I got. I just need your support, and we can do that. I am the easiest person to talk to, I believe. So I want anybody to be able to talk to me anytime they see me, and tell me how they feel about anything going on. So.
All right, I think I'll reset there. This next one comes from Carol Lapointe. What is tribal infrastructure, and how do you view the importance of it for the KBIC?
Well, I'm not 100% on the infrastructure, but obviously it's kind of like the prison. You have your order of people. That's what I envision that she's talking about. And there's checks and balances for every position, I believe. So it's supposed to be controlling. It's keeping the lid on people to, I guess, get out of hand with their power. So, we have to have that. And obviously some things aren't being followed. So, that's what brings me in this seat right here. Make sure stuff is going to change for the right.
This next one is from Serene Gauthier. Explain your volunteer work within the community.
Well, like I said, I've participated in the sports with kids, and I always will. I'll always be involved. With my daughter coming up now too, I'm going to be in more things than just sports, and I'll always help out whatever she's got going on as well. She's not even a tribal member, but would like to be active in everything. So, if anybody ever needs help with things, you can call on me. I'm sure you can call on Susie as well. We're going to be there.
This one's from Lynn Kedela. What type of business endeavors would you support that Tribal Council create?
What kind of endeavors? You mean like business ventures? Is that what you're talking about?
Business endeavors, yep.
Okay. I would just like to see us get out of debt first. Let's pay back our seniors. Let's get control of our money a little bit here and take a step back and see what really needs to be invested in. We need to look at the return on investment on all our businesses. The seniors need to be paid back. We need to get that off our head, because I was against it, but what was done is done. Let's get them paid back and leave that alone. We're all eventually going to be an elder. We're not going to want younger guys coming in and saying we need this and let them gamble. It's basically a gamble, taking that risk, because there's no guarantees. So what would have happened if our business ventures would have failed? There's nothing left. So I don't like putting all our eggs in one basket and just rolling with it. So let's get them paid back, and let's just go from there.
All right, this one's from Jennifer Chosa, Michigan. What do you or have you done to give back to the tribe?
Well, let's see. I guess just by helping out where I can. I don't want to get too personal, but with family stuff, and you single parent, you got to grind out there. So but I put myself in a nice position where I can be able to give my time to this. So, I worked. I had a hard 2 years of working hard, man, just to free up my life for this. So I'm here.
All right, here's one from Peg Ellier in the Off-Res members group. According to the bylaws of the KBIC Article 3, Section 4, the meetings of the Tribal Council, except executive sessions, shall be public to the community. How do you feel about the council holding closed sessions when all council members are present and not permitting members of the community to attend the meetings? Well,
what do you think's going on back there? It ain't good to be keeping secrets from our people. I'm not for the closed door meetings. They can say whatever they want about it's for tactics, for whatever business, legal, blah blah blah. No, it ain't good. It's not a good look. To me, it feels like cash grabs. Let's have a meeting. No, they got to pay us for that. What they do? Go in there and have a cookout? I don't know. We don't know. I'm not here for that. I want our people to get what they deserve, and what they deserve to know what's going on in these meetings. There's something wrong, and we got to change it. It's time for change, people.
All right, here's another one from Peg Ellier in the Off-Res members group. There's actually two questions. I'll do the first one, then follow up. Right. The first one is, what is your definition of a tribe?
My definition of a tribe? One big happy family, man. Like I said, self-sustaining, man. We don't need nobody else but each other. We don't need any outsiders to help us get through anything. We're all we need. That's how I view it.
Would you support the equal inclusion of off-reservation members for voting and services?
Yeah, why not? Why not? What's it going to hurt to bring in some more people? There's a lot of people that went and got their educations and left. Bring them in. They got the education. Bring them in. It can't hurt. It can't hurt. I know people talk. I've heard some things about he just wants to give away our money. No, this has nothing to do with money. And nowadays it doesn't seem like the off-res is about just the money anymore. So if that's what it's like, they're coming for more than just money. They actually want to help and stuff. Then yes, then let's bring them in. Let's hear what they got to say. It can't hurt nothing.
All right, here's one from Marcia Farr, and this one might be a little repetitive, but maybe you have a different angle. What is your opinion about term limits?
Term limits. Well, there's a reason they have them in the, for the president, vice presidents. They don't want to see a misuse or over, too much control. Because I'm not gonna say I don't know what's happening there, but if that's what the people want, then yeah, let's do it. If that's what's voted on it, then that's what it should be. It shouldn't be no changing it because they don't like it. It's what the people want. So let's just give the people what they want.
This next one is from Serene Gauthier. Every year, there's a sign-up sheet at the Tribal Center to buy Christmas gifts for those in foster care. Do you participate in this?
Yeah, I do. I think it's a good thing, you can't go wrong seeing kids smiling, getting a gift at Christmas time. I mean, there's nothing more, that pleases a parent than seeing their kid smiling, seeing them open up a gift. I participated in that as a kid. I looked forward to the Christmas party. That was when I got to see all the Lance friends that I'd never seen throughout the year, It was different back then, so we didn't have social media. It was, you've seen them at all the tribal gatherings, It'd be nice to see a little more of that stuff,
Yep. Another one from Peg Hellier and the Alvarez members group. Another long one. According to the bylaws of the KBIC Article 1, Section 3, all official records of the tribal secretary shall be open to inspection by the members of the community at all times. How do you feel about the meeting minutes not being made public on the KBIC website since December of 2020?
That tells me somebody's not doing their job if they're not putting the stuff where they're supposed to for everybody to see. If somebody doesn't want to do their job, let's put someone else in there that'll do it. So they need to tighten up and make things easily accessible for people to see. Like I said, it seems like people are forgetting that the people chose you to do a job, and if you're not performing it, you shouldn't be doing it. So the council, you need to work for the people. We don't work for you.
All right, the cameras are reset. Here we go with the next one from Dale Shelfo. All right, so this one has a couple of questions. Should I read them all at once or break them down?
You can break them down, man.
All right, first one. What is your opinion on the current state of tribal housing?
The last I had heard was, there were some houses that were condemned due to meth. We got to get those cleaned out. We need to, I don't know if we need more inspections on houses, a little more frequent, to try to stay up on it. I know if you hang over an inspection on their head, they're going to be more willing to keep the place taken care of. And yeah, this is the drug problem. Let's just clean that up. Things will probably take care of itself.
I guess you sort of answered the follow-ups there. So we'll move on to the next. Dale Shelifo, would you support expanding our tribe's service area to include both Ontonagon and Houghton County for a total of 4 counties versus the current 2?
I'm okay with that. I mean, if that's what the people want to vote for, because, ultimately it's people here right now that get the vote for everything. So if that's what they want, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with what the majority wants. So, what's that going to hurt? That's going to just bring more people down, I have a few relatives from actually the Keweenaw County. They want to work for the tribe as well, but, they're kind of, they feel like the redhead stepchild, I guess you could say, right now. So we're trying to break those, like the way they feel, the stereotypes of people outside of these counties right now. They feel that almost like, I don't know, like the stepchild, basically, so we gotta change how we, how we treat our employees as well.
This one's from Sylvia Murray. Do you visit with elders? How often and where? What do they tell you they worry about?
I haven't really visited with too many elders lately. I guess the last was when I was hanging out with my grandpa there on his, on his last few months there. He, he wanted to see the elders get paid back as well. He didn't like the whole risk, the high risk, high reward type of deal with their money. So, I guess that's the biggest issue with the elders, with the seniors, is I guess they're fun, and another thing was the cooks that they're hiring cooks all the time. We need to pay a decent wage in there, and let's get some people that really care You make that a higher paying job, you're going to get people that really are going to be fighting over that job, and that'll really show some pride in their work. So we need to take care of our elders. What's it going to hurt to raise a couple dollars on $13 wage? So that's just something to think about. We got to just take care of ours.
All right, and this one's a little repetitive. You can do a pass on this if you'd like. Carol LaPointe, do you support term limits?
Oh yeah, you can pass that. Yeah, I'm just for what the people want.
This next one is from Hillary Memingwakwe. My wife and I are newly moved to the res. I'm the tribal member and a veteran. What's important for me to learn/know about the tribal council and res politics?
That's a good question. I guess it's who you know. It's who you hang out with. I guess that's the name of the game. That's been like that for a while. Just sit tight, man. Just make sure you vote. There's going to be some changes, hopefully, and then you'll get to really know the council, and there won't be no such thing as res politics. We won't have that here. It's going to be fair for everybody. And, just do your part. Get out there and vote. You won't have to worry about that word res politics ever again.
Another one from Serene Gauthier. How do you feel about protection of treaty rights? Do you practice your treaty rights?
I'm not too in tune with that one right now, but I'm willing to learn. That's you got me there, Serene.
Well, so like treaty rights would include like the hunting and fishing rights that we have and gatherings, stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I'm not a hunter or fisher. I never grew up doing that. I grew up with the basketball in my hands, the bowling ball in my hands. So I get in where I fit in, but I'm all for people getting out there hunting and fishing. I mean, it does. I've gone fishing a few times. It is fun. It is relaxing. I wish I did more of it. So.
All right, this one's from Dale Shelfa. Would you support changing the way Christmas distributions are managed, such as establishing a separate managed trust fund versus distributing profits from individual tribal business ventures?
Why not put them both together? Could sweeten that pot a little bit more. But like I said, we have to take a look at all the businesses, see what they're doing for incomes. That's what I'm willing to do. I want to look at the books and everything. I want to see where this money's actually really going, because we all should be doing better. We all could be doing way better than we are. So I want to take a look at everything. And if there's lots of profits here and there's lots of losses there, then, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Here's one from Maggie Cardinal. To all candidates, what are their understanding of constitutional government and how that will affect their governing?
Can you ask that one again, please?
What is your understanding of constitutional government and how will that affect your governing?
I don't know much about that one, but the way I would govern is fair. That's all it's about, man. It's about fair. It's about not cheating the system. It's not about getting dirty behind anybody's backs. It's just about being fair. I want to see everybody thrive in this tribe. That's what I'm pushing for. That's what I'll always push for, is for our people. And that's what I got for you.
This next one from Dale Shelfo. Do you have a vision to strengthen and protect our Elder Trust Fund, especially in light of projected increases in the number of retirees who may come to rely on it in the not-too-distant future?
Absolutely. We need to leave that alone, man. I'm against touching our own people's money to risk it elsewhere. So let's get that paid back as soon as possible and never go to that well again.
All right, here's another long one from Peg Ellier, Off-Res Members Group. I've been dreading this one since I wrote it. It's long. I stumble a lot when I'm reading. According to the bylaws of the KBIC Article 5, Section 2, should a complaint in writing from 50 members of the tribe against a member of the tribal council be presented to the council must act, and any councilman or woman who is proven guilty of improper conduct or gross neglect of duty may be expelled from council. Do you know if this provision has ever been used before? How would you describe improper conduct or gross neglect of duty?
Ooh, And this is all why I'm here right now, because of that. But 50 signatures, anybody can get that anywhere. You'd probably have to bump it up a little bit, because people would start using that for their own personal attacks. So I would say make it a little bit tougher. So maybe make it 100 signatures, 120 or something. And then what was the rest of that question, man?
How would you describe improper conduct or gross neglect of duty?
Man. Where do we begin? Where do we start? So, everybody's heard rumors out there already. It was enough for me to sign up and say, I can do better. So we all know what negligent and gross, indecent behaviors have happened. Everybody knows something. Nobody talks about it. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to tell you, you won't get that from me. And I can promise you. I have kids and a family, my parents. I got people that I would never let down in that fashion. If I were to ever perform in any type of gross, negligent manner, I would remove myself out of embarrassment, and I'd probably move away because I wouldn't be able to look my own people in the face. People don't have that pride about themselves anymore, and it's pretty disgusting. So I'm here to tell you, you're going to get 100% from me, and if I fall short of that, I'll remove myself. But you got my heart, KBIC.
All right, this one from Catherine Sherman. What do you consider the tribe's greatest asset? Why?
The greatest asset? Well, the lake is nice. I mean, we got this lake here. Our casino in Marquette could use a hotel, and that could really be booming. I mean, we got the population out that way. That's this marijuana. I mean, if it continues to take off, could be a big asset to us. But we need to figure out the money situation with that, and see how much of an asset it really is or isn't, and figure out a way to claim more of the asset from that, because that's ours, So, like I said, I just want to see some books. I want to look at some numbers, and we go from there.
All right. And I'm pretty sure I'm timing this out right. Now would be the time to give your last words to the viewers and voters out there.
All right. I just want to, first I have to say hello to my daughters, Riley and Delina. I know Delina's going to think this is cool. And I guess I'm going to give you my heart, KBIC. I love this area. I love you all more than you know. I spent the last few years growing because I knew this day would come for me. I didn't know it was going to be this soon. I didn't know when it would happen, but the time is now. A wise old man told me when we talked about it. His name is Chuck, Charles Loonsfoot Sr. I told him I wanted to, I wanted to do this someday, and he said the time is now. We need your face there. And I said, Grandpa, I said, they attack you out there. People are they get hateful. And he said, you know what, Chris? It's like, it only hurts for a little while. So I'm here for the hurt. I bring it. Our people, I promise you, I'm going to do everything I can to fight for you, not hide things from you. People working on the reservation, working for our businesses, I'm all here fighting for you. I want to see you guys get paid more. I want to see us all benefit from our business ventures. It's time. We have, with COVID going on, we are so short-staffed in every business in the community, everywhere, everything. And we need to make it more, I guess you could say, more attractive to get people to come in and work. So we got to get with the times. Let's raise some pay. Let's make a more livable wage. Let's even think about getting some actual retirements again for the people. The $1,000 you guys just got, yeah, that's great. I wish they would have paid you guys more too, and kept the wages up, because you guys deserve that too. You guys are out here working lots of hours away from your families. You need to be You need to be taken care of for that. So I'm here to fight for you guys. For those of you saying I'm trying to give away the money, no, I'm not doing that. Christmas check time, all that stuff, I want to keep that here in house because the money's from here. You guys are spending the money on the cigarettes. You guys get your kickback. I'm not shipping money out to St. Louis, Missouri, or Oregon. That ain't what I want to do. That ain't what I'm about. I am about fair. It's fair to keep Christmas checks here in town. That's what I got for you. I'm talking about the things people don't want to talk about. Everybody wants to tiptoe. I won't tiptoe for you, KBIC. I'm telling you, as a fact. I will fight for you. I will always be straight up forward. All right? I love you. That's what I got for you. Thanks, Mitch.